Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've uploaded one of 3 Valentine's looks that's going to go up on my channel. I've created a really neutral eye and a red statement lip, and I feel like you can wear this with pretty much whatever you're doing / whatever you're wearing. You can change out the lip colour for a colour that's more suited to your outfit if you prefer. Yeah, if you'd like to see how I created it, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so today I'm using this shade from the Morphe 35O palette to fill in my eyebrows, and a Bobbi Brown brow definer brush. Then I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade 30. Concealer all over my eyelid to prep for when I'm gonna put eyeshadow and lashes on. Then I just blend that into my eyelid. I tried to not set my eyelid once, and like I put a full eyeshadow look on, and then literally like halfway through the day I had like a big crease in my eyeshadow. But obviously I don't know if it's because of like the concealer that I'm using or just because I got greasy eyelids. So the top of my eyebrow I carve out with my foundation instead of my concealer, because I feel like when I use my concealer on the top it looks too light. Okay. Now, before I do anything else to my eyes, I'm going to prep my skin and do my full face and then go back to my eyes. I'm going to use the Pixi Glow Mist to spray on my face before I put any foundation on as my primer. For foundation, I'm going to use the Sheer Glow Nars foundation in the shade Syracuse and the Luminous Silk Giorgio Armani foundation in the shade 7.5. Then I like to use my same brush that I used to carve out my eyebrows and use a bit of my foundation and carve out the top of my brow. And whatever's left I just spread over my skin. Like a crazy person. And this looks really light for me, but I swear it isn't. I like my foundation to look really dewy, so I don't put any powder all over my face. I only set under my eyes. So after I do my foundation, I use a darker foundation to like cream bronze, and I use the foundation stick shade in warm walnut or warm almond from Bobbi Brown, and I just put it in the hollows of my cheeks, along my forehead and on the tip of my nose. temples and under my jaw. And then I just use my same beauty blender that's still got my, like, a little bit of my foundation on it, and blend it out. For me, I always have to use like a warm colour, because whenever I've tried to use like a grey tone, which for a long time I thought I should, it goes like, yeah, really ashy. So I just powder bronze with a warm, cream bronze with a warm shade, and then like I contour just literally in my, right in the hollow of my cheek with a ashier colour. Okay, I'm gonna conceal under my eyes, and I use a few different concealers so it's not so bright in my whole under eye area. So I use the Fit Me concealer in shade 35, and I literally just put that right here because it's a really similar colour to my foundation. Then I use shade 30, which is the same shade that I use to carve out my brows and prep my lids, and I put that a little bit higher. I think this is like the most extra part of my makeup, but before I did this, my concealer never came out as good as it does now. And then I use my Mercier for Flawless Fusion Concealer in the shade 3, and I put that directly under my eye. And then I use the same Mercier concealer, and I put a little bit here, a bit down the bridge of my nose. When I do my nose, I literally only do it right there, and then I put like a little dot there, and I do a tiny bit here and a little bit on my chin. And then I use my beauty blender, and I use the foundation side for my chin and my forehead, and then the pointed side for my under eye. And then I just start from right at the bottom. I have a bogey on my nose, it's really gross. I start from down here, and I blend out the bottom bit first on both eyes, and then I go back and do the top bit after. I try to bring my concealer right up to like where I would contour my nose, because then it slims my nose down without me having to cream contour it. So then I go back to the round side of my beauty blender that's got the contour shade on it, and just blend it back in, like around my cheeks and around my temples. Just like that. And then I use the tip again to just blend out the bit that's on my cupid's bow and my nose. Okay, then I only set my under eye for now, because I feel like when I'm putting my bronzer on and my blush and everything, that sets the rest of my face anyway. So just gonna tip a little bit of my Mercier translucent powder in, pick up some of that powder and just literally place it right under the eye. Side. And I only use like a really thin layer, and because I've got quite dry skin, I've got really dry under eyes, so I try to just leave it on very briefly, and I try to push as much of it into my skin as possible. Okay, then I go in with a setting brush and just blend the powder in. I feel like when I don't do that, I get a lot of flashback, so I feel like the more you blend, the less flashback you'll have, if you do get any. Then I like to set my eyelids, so I take my same brush that I put the concealer on with and just blend out any creasing that's on my eyelid. And then just use that same setting brush to pat some translucent powder on there. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay. Then, because I don't powder the rest of my face, I use my other, like my bronzer, my contour and my blush and everything to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer with a big fluffy brush to bronze my skin. I like using a flatter bronzing brush compared to like a bronzing brush like this one, which is really fluffy, just because I feel like it's a little bit more precise. So I just take that literally just the same places that I put the cream bronzer. And then I just put it under my jaw and around my jaw. Then I use the NYX contour shade in the shade Hollow to contour my actual cheekbone. So I literally just put it right in here. And this is what I was talking about when I said that I like to use like an ashier shade just here. And then I go back in with my same bronzer brush just to make sure that there's no harsh lines or anything. And then I do like to carve out just that section of my cheekbone, because sometimes my bronzer can come too far down. So I just take like a little bit of my same translucent powder and put it just here, like a really thin layer of it. And then I'm going to use a blush just to put a bit of colour back into my face, and I used the MAC blush in the shade Gingerly, just on like a fluffy brush, and I just smile and put it literally right on the apples of my cheeks and blend it back into my bronzer. I take my same setting brush and I just brush off the translucent powder, and it just makes everything look a lot more clean. But just make sure that, again, like the same with your under eye, make sure you brush it all off, because you can get flashback there as well. I'm just lightly setting my smile lines because I crease a lot there. And then is my favourite part. I'm going to put my highlighter on and then set my face, and then I do my lip and my eyes. So I'm mixing the MAC Oh Darling highlighter with the Fenty Beauty Hustla Baby Mean Money Duo highlighter. So I use the Hustla Baby side, and I literally just mixed the two with a Morphe R36 brush, and I just put it right at the tips of my cheeks and pull it up into my temple a little bit, and then I do the same on the other side. Like that, and then I do the tip of my nose and a tiny bit just here on the bridge of my nose. I try to do a little bit just above the arch of my brow, just because it makes your eyebrows look a little bit more lifted. And that's it. I don't really contour my chin. I don't really highlight my chin because I have a lot of texture there, and wherever you've got texture, obviously you don't want to accentuate that. And then I like to spray my face. With the MAC Fix Plus because it just melts all the powders together, and I prefer my skin to look a lot more dewy than anything else. Then I am going to do my eyes, and I'm going to do like a really neutral eye. I'm literally just going to use like 3 different shades and just blend some stuff through my crease and darken my lash line a little bit, and then put some lashes on, because I feel like when you wear like a red lip, you don't really need like a lot going on your eyes. So I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance palette. That's really dirty and very well loved. And I'm going to mix raw sienna and burnt orange and blend that all over my lid, and then put Cyprus Umber just on my lash line. So it's just these 2 shades mixed together all over my lid, and I'm using a fluffy brush to do that. So I'm just dragging that right up into my crease. It's not a lot, it's just so that your eyes aren't bare, which you can leave it bare. If you just feel like you don't want anything on your eyes, then just the concealer is fine, and just stick your lashes on just like that. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. This is the eyeshadow look that I wear if I want to have something on my eyes but I don't really have a lot of time to put anything on. I'll do this same look, or not even if I don't have enough time, if I just feel like I want something, just not a lot, this is the look that I will go to. So I just make sure that's all blended out. And I do put the same shades under my eyes, and then use this smaller blending brush. So the same 2 shades I just blend right along my bottom lash line and connect it to the outer corner. Take a smaller brush. So something that looks a little bit like this. It's quite flat but still fluffy enough that it will blend, and I take the shade Cyprus Umber, which is this shade here, and I blend that along my top lash line. So I basically just stamp it across my lash line just like this. Just be careful though with these eyeshadows because there is a little bit of fallout, but because I've powdered my eye I can just brush it away. And then I just do the same thing on the other eye. And then I take the brush that I used for my lower lash line and just start blending that colour out. I feel like this adds a little bit more dimension to your eyes. And then I'm going to take a flat brush that looks like this, really small one, just to stamp that same colour into our lower lash line. Just like this. Just like that, just so it looks like a little bit smoky. And then take that same brush again and blend that bit out. Okay, I'm just going to take my setting brush again and just brush away any fallout. Like that. And then I'm going to prep my lashes for my falsies with some mascara, and I use the False Lash Architect 4 Dimensions Effect Fibers. Just gonna put a little bit of that on, just the top lashes for now. And then I'm gonna put some glue on my lashes, and I'm using the Hypnotic lashes, lashes from Morphe, and I assume they're called Go On and Fake It. It also says Hypnotic on the back, so do with that information what you want. Gonna just put some glue on those, and I use the Duo dark tone glue. Just while I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm gonna do my lip and then spray my face, and then the lashes will be the last thing that goes on. So I'm gonna do a red lip. I feel like that's quite festive for Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna use the Ruby Woo lip liner from MAC. Just to line my lips. I do overline my lip slightly on the left side because I feel like the right side of my lip is a bit bigger. I like to fill in the outside corners of my lips with my lip liner. Lip colour that I'm going to use is the Fenty Beauty lip paint, Stunna lip paint in shade Uncensored, because it just doesn't come off. I wore it on Christmas and I ate and I drank and everything, and it stayed on for ages, so. my face before I put my lashes on. And I like to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I just spray it all over my face. Definitely don't need that one. Now that your face is completely set, you can put your lashes on. So what I like to do is I like to take my lash on a pair of tweezers and look straight. So I've got holding my mirror, and I'm just going to look straight down and put it on pointing upwards, so that you're not doing it directly straight onto your eye. So I put it on just like that, and I wait until the glue is really tacky, so it sits on, and I pull the outer corner first so that it's right at the edge of my eye. And once that's stuck down, which it isn't, I take my tweezers and pull the inner corner and stick that down, and then I use the tweezers to push them together, just like that. So I just pinch my natural lashes and my false lash together. And then once my lashes are on, I use my same mascara and just put some on my lower lashes. I feel like lower lash mascara makes a really big difference. The hair on my face. And then I'm going to use a really small little detail brush and just put a tiny bit of highlight. I was going to put some on my eyebrow, but it looks already quite shiny. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit just in the inner corner of my eye to open them up. Just there. That. And then I'm going to take my eyebrow brush one more time and just brush my brows. They look a little bit messy. So guys, that's the completed makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. There should be another Valentine's Day themed makeup look going up on my channel very soon, so don't forget to look out for that. And please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and share the video. Thank you so much.